Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be continuing where we left off. We're going to be actually making her a customized hairstyle. So let's get into it. So we're already in Vroid, we're in the hair editing section. I'm going to keep this hairstyle very sweet and simple. We're just going to do a nice afro puff on the top of her head. Just like one big pom-pom. So let's just go through the process of how to do that. So we're gonna add freestanding hair. Actually, to be honest, let's try this way. We're gonna do a I want to see if it could work just the same way. We're gonna use the procedural hair guide first before we do the free one. So I'm gonna remove that one. I just want to see if that's possibly easier. I'm trying to find the easiest way to do this for you. So if we use procedural hair guide, we're gonna shorten because we don't need it really large. We're gonna add more hair to it, and we're gonna change the style and sorry, texture of the hair. We're also gonna change the shaping of the curvature. So right now, I just changed around the parameters. So move that like that so you can see. So I changed around the parameters just by a bit. So we have twist intensity, and then we increase the ratio of the thickness and the width. We're also going to increase this part here. We want it to be slightly touching. Okay? And then now let's make a full head of hair. So we're gonna change the position. In just a moment, we're gonna do the interval. Okay, so now that her hair is fully wrapped around her head, like so, we're gonna change the hair texture later on. But we're just gonna start with this for now to make a nice high puff. We're gonna take the bottom points, we're gonna drag it all the way up. Making a Frankenstein hairstyle. Probably mirroring would probably be beneficial to make sure it's symmetrical. And this is where you play around with your shape. I apologize if you can hear my AC in the background. It is too hot for me to handle, so you're gonna just have to listen to that. And if you find this looks too uniformed, you can do the same thing with the free hand group. So exact same process. I'm gonna shrink it. Play around with your parameters. So in my draw, I'm also gonna change this a little bit. Thickness. Increase this like that. And have mirroring on. And then just draw your hair strands. I kind of like drawing it in the sense that it's not going to give it the same complete uniformed look. I see a potential for a really cute like hairstyle with this, but that's another day. Okay, so now that we have that, and then we go through the same process. I'm gonna flip it up. And the only difference between doing this way versus the other one is that the hair isn't going to be as uniformed. So this is how you can make a high puff pom-pom, and then it just makes it look less uniform. So that's the difference between the two of them. So I'll show you the two. So we have option 1 or option 2. See how it's just very flat. And it just seems too structured. A little too perfect. Doesn't look realistic. I would rather go with this one. I feel like that looks more realistic. Okay, so now that we have the base of our hair, we just have to change the texture and our base of our hair here. This clearly does not look like it matches, so we're gonna go to that. I'm just gonna delete this one because I don't need it. So when you're customizing your own base hair, it starts off like all the others. We're just trying to match the color, and it clearly was not matching, so I'm going to match it my damn self. We're gonna start by erasing this hairline. So we're gonna create our own new hairline, because I don't like this one. The bottom part is fine, to be honest. Let's go with a darker shade of this. Okay. You're wondering why it looks so odd. We're gonna draw in our own textures in just a moment. Alright, so this is just a trial and error for me when I was creating this. I wasn't exactly sure how to make this look the way how it originally looked. So you're gonna see me just kind of go through my own process trying to figure out how to make it look good. So basically I started with the base part, one shade only, and then drew out where I wanted the baby hairs to lay and the end pieces of the hair. Next, I knew I needed to add some shading and highlighting, so then I went in with like a very small brush, added in some stroke lines to make it look like the hair is being pulled up into the bun. And although this looks great to me at first, I picked a really bright highlighting color. I really like how it looks on the right hand side of the screen there, where you can see the whole base hair. It looks really great there, but when you see it on the actual character, I think the hair lines, the lines that I'm using, is a bit too large, so the bright hair strands were coming in a bit too much of a highlight, and it was just bothering me. So I basically, like I said, trial and error, kept going back and forth between the two until I created this. I tried to blur it out, but it didn't really look right, so I just kept it the way it was. And tell me what you think. Okay, well, we're gonna leave it as that. So I just used the base color, as you saw, and then just chose different variations of colors to have this. And then when you put those two maps together, you get that. And just to give her a bit of depth and coloring, I'm just gonna fix this. I find what bothers me is when you can see too much of that highlight. I think the highlight was just a bit too bright. Okay. So examples of why I don't really like using colors. If you did a black one, it's very easy. You just have to map out your different bases, and then you can do your lines and whatnot, and keep it very simple. But as soon as you add in, so like you see how this has texture, I think that's what it is. They have texture at the base, and then in the middle it can go back to being black or the original color. So I think that's probably where my downfall was. But I'll leave it like this, and yeah, we're moving on. We're gonna do the baby hairs in a face layer now. I'm just gonna create a new layer. My nose is super congested, so I apologize. You're probably gonna hear me sniffle. And then I'm going to take a little small brush size. You could use mirroring if you want to, or if you have a style in mind. I usually just go with this. So it's like comes in and then into here, and then I pull it back out. So I basically follow the same pattern all the way down to the ears, but make sure it actually gets to the right area. Like I did the first time, it didn't fall all the way, so I basically erased it and then started over on that part. But I don't even do baby hairs on myself in real life, so I find baby hairs are just so weird to do. But yeah, it does make the character look more realistic, or their facial expressions, or just their face coming together a bit more. But then after I finish that with the base layer of color, I go in with a darker color just to add a bit more shadowing and depth into the hair and follow those same brush strokes. All right, right here looks crazy, absolutely crazy. But on here, it doesn't look that bad. And that's basically how you do a high puff. And then you can do the same thing and make variations of hairstyles. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I actually think it looks pretty good. Like at first I wasn't sure about it, but now those baby hairs are in there, I think she's killing this look. And then if you want, you can make the puff smaller and then do the same things going all the way back, and doing like a faux hawk type thing. I think I might make that in another video, but that's it for today's video. Next time's video, next week, I guess, depending on my editing time, it should be a video on Guy's hair, doing like a waved look. I'm gonna eat before I record anything, so I'll see you in the next one. Sorry about me being very hangry. Bye! Alright, so I just changed up the eyebrows, and that is the final result of this character. So what do you think? The hair is hollow in the middle here, so if you really want to, you can pull it together a bit more so that way you don't have that hollow look. But if your character is small, that's the only time you want to do that. But if she's pretty tall, average height, I think this character is like what, 5 something. So unless you're doing in VR chat, you don't really need to worry about that. Other than that, it looks pretty fine to me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you like it. Take care.